Hey, my name is Angelo, and I will be going over the games and Japanese pop culture, and more specifically, why Pokemon was such a great success, and does the kind of game genre affect the usage of anime/manga and influence the usage of media mix. From the start of hearing the intro music to the games, to the first time hearing one of the most iconic intro songs to anything, it had its grip on everyone who watched Pokemon. As you would wait by the TV for the words,
"I wanna be the very best that no one ever was."
It was bound to succeed, but I want to get to the bottom of what made this franchise so successful. Let's start with the Pokemon franchise as a whole. This took a different approach than your typical franchise, as the first installment of the franchise was the Pokemon video game series, which came out in February 1996 as Pokemon Green and Pokemon Red. As asked in an interview with Time magazine, Mr. Tajiri was asked the question, why did Game Boy seem right for Pokemon? Mr. Tajiri responded with the communication aspect of the Game Boy. He also later stated, "I want to design a game that involved interactive communication." Mr. Tajiri wanted to create something that people of all ages could communicate with each other through different mediums. He saw this as something that could bring people together. The Pokemon games involved you exploring a fictional world while collecting and battling with other creatures. This is what provided a rich backdrop that could be further developed through anime and manga adaptation. A year later, we were introduced to the Pokemon anime in April of 1997 on TV Tokyo. With the popularity rising, the franchise decided to capitalize on it and officially released the game series and anime series in the same year, 1998, in the United States. But with the release of the game series in the US and the other countries, Game Freak tried to appeal to the North American audience by changing Pokemon Green to Pokemon Blue. The colors of the US flag were now the two colors in the name of the Pokemon game.
USA! USA! USA!
Not only did this make the game more appealing to Americans, but also create a conspiracy, as said in the article, why Pokemon Red and Green were changed to Red and Blue outside Japan. People claimed it contained everything from a catchable Mew to a Lavender Town theme that caused death. Although this unfortunately came to be false, as Pokemon Green had nothing different about it from Blue other than some bug fixes. The Pokemon games continue to be huge hits with every release as they continue to deliver the old nostalgia of the games, but also a new feel that doesn't make you bored of the game itself. We continue to see old games being remade, like Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire into Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Although these games have the same nostalgic feel as the originals, they bring in new adventures as the world becomes 3D. They can bring in much more detail to the Hoenn region. Not too long later, the franchise continued to incorporate more game genres such as TCG, trading card game, which debuted in Japan of 1996. This gaming genre became so popular, it gained a whole fan base of its own. Many years later, one of the most popular mobile games was released, called Pokemon Go. As stated by Mr. Tajiri, Pokemon Go is a unique game in how it promotes a healthy lifestyle by encouraging players of all ages, including the elderly, to step outside and walk. Pokemon Go was a different feel than the usual Pokemon games, as said by Stephanie Miner. In the article, Pokemon Go is still the most groundbreaking Pokemon game. What made this so special wasn't just the fact that we were outside, but it was all the additional experiences we got because we were out there. Because of experiences like this, Pokemon Go boomed throughout the whole world as people were able to connect through not only playing Pokemon, but also the experiences outside that the game led them to. Coming back to our original question on what made Pokemon so successful was the multiple media and merchandising tie-ins, as well as media mix that was available due to many game genres the franchise had created over the years. The Pokemon franchise was able to demonstrate how multiple game genres could lead to a highly effective media mix strategy. Fans were able to immerse themselves deeper into the world of Pokemon as more games and anime adaptations came out. Meanwhile, the Pokemon trading card game was able to extend the branches of the brand and create more revenue streams. But hey, that's just a theory. An anime theory. Don't sue me, MatPat.